Okie dokie.
Hell has its laws. Hell. Effect and the cause. Curtain falls, but hold your applause. Squirm. For now down here come the claws.
Okay. I got my coffee. Gonna change characters. Huh. Is my YouTube stream dead? Oh no, it's just paused. Hi, morning. I haven't streamed since DLC 3 dropped. I've just been really busy at work. And I finally have a day off. All my previous infos and videos and stuff I've just been doing at work. Anyhoozles. What's up, peoples? Hey, just literally just getting clips for videos as I test some of the other builds I've made. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start running down the list. I guess we'll just go with Anguish. Anguish is fucking gross. This weapon needs to get nerfed so hard. But I need clips, so let's go ahead and just do some boss rush. I guess I'll do some actual bosses too, like outside of boss rush. But I'll do it after I finish boss rush. I need about, I don't know, 10 minutes of clips, which is like 30 boss kills or something. Oh shit, I had mod swapper controls still on. Oops. I'm alright. I need to turn down my audio. It's super loud. Jeez. All right. Yeah. Crazy. So one of the cool things we figured out about mod generation since the patch is that they changed how passive regeneration works, which is kind of cool. So now passive regeneration goes through mods with active durations. And so what that means is that, you know, if you have Anguish or like an MO mod or something like that, all your passive regen is 100% effective through the duration. You don't need leaking gemstone, which is great. So if you have like Archon Prime, which gives you essentially 30 mod power per second, and the new Insight trait, you get 40 mod power per second, plus whatever you get from, what's the trait? Spirit? There you go. And so if you have enough mod power per second to cover the mod cost over the duration of the skill, then you don't need leaking gemstone at all. And also, why don't I do have chakra? Did they nerf the duration of Loath the Weak? I could have sworn it was more than 15 seconds. 15 seconds doesn't sound right. Anyhoozle, doesn't matter too much. There's a boss in there somewhere, I'm sure.
Doomed, detected, and
I just can't see it underneath all that blur. There we go. Also, it's sad that Anguish does no damage to this boss. Moving suit, why not? I really hope most of the top end stuff gets nerfed. After playing with a lot of builds lately, I really like the game at around like the 5k DPS mark. And the other cool thing about not needing Leaking Gemstone is that it doesn't matter how many enemies we hit to regen mod power, because we're guaranteed to have Anguish back up once it's off. You just gotta remember to turn it on. I guess I should get. I don't like going for the boss buffs. They're like really strong, but honestly, it doesn't really matter for Anguish either way. So coffee. Is it shrewd? Looks like a shrewd. Oh, I'm gonna go through one phase. Boo. All right. Also, I'm not running Amplitude. There's no reason to run Amplitude on Anguish. You're just going to kill yourself with it. What am I drinking? I got coffee. I have a Nespresso, and I love my Nespresso. I'm definitely a caffeine addict, but thankfully, I don't drink soda. So, good there. I'm afraid of Narude maps on boss rush because I walk off the ledges all the time because I don't really pay attention. It's over there. What's the armor set? So this is the Fader armor, the head and gloves, which is a very heavy armor, and then I'm using the academic chest and pants, which brings me to 49.6 weight, which is just right for a Slaving medium, and it's pretty good bulky wise. Like it's like 40% DR. It's enough that, you know, I don't have to worry about taking hits, and I can play super casually. I love the academic coat though. It's like the best looking armor in the game, at least in my opinion. Milk in your coffee? No, 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 no. While I don't really prefer black coffee, I do a little bit of cream. Also, cinnamon in my coffee. Oh God, sad truth, you fucking asshole. Oh cool, Lepsisora. I guess we gotta do. Thanks for the points. What do you want? Like Irish coffee? You want wine? I got champagne. You guess it's your pick. I'll let you pick Sad Truth. The most expert. Okay, I guess Irish coffee it is. So give me 1 second. Let me get a bottle of whiskey. Alright. So typically when I do Irish coffees, I do like Jameson, but I don't have Jameson with me, so all I've got is this Glenfiddich. So I do like Glenfiddich as well. So we'll do that. Good old 14-year Glenfiddich. I don't have a spoon, unfortunately. Hi, Alejandro. But, anyways, cheers, Sad Truth. Thanks for the points. Okay, that's a lot stronger than I thought it was gonna be. Ooh, that's smooth. It's kind of got like a caramely apple taste now. All right, I like that. Oh, I didn't put on my buffs. Oh well. Hey, I'm getting set up, sir. Give me a second. Yeah, I'm live. My Twitch points makes me drink, so. Heli res. I'm not good at the Ellipsis fight. That is clear. Why is it taking so long to fucking kill? Jeez. Dude, I'm really bad at this fight. Holy crap. I mean, this build's tanky enough that you don't have to really worry about it, but I'm just not. I haven't fought this thing a lot to learn its movements, so. Alright, God, that was really bad. I'm ashamed. Yeah, I'm not really testing Anguish. Everyone knows Anguish is like the best fucking weapon in the game. I just need to get clips for it, really. It's, I gotta do a lot of clips and do a lot of testing for builds just to refine them a little bit, but yeah. I'm happy that I don't drink soda, but I do drink alcohol. No, soda is really fucking bad for you. Let's see what I get for reading chat. I'm okay with not drinking soda. People who drink soda every day. I don't drink every day. I try to keep as much sugar out of my diet as I can. I do have a little bit with coffee. And I guess there are some sugars in like just other things, but I try not to have sugar if I can avoid it. Dude, I don't know. I don't think it's underestimated. Who doesn't know that English is like it's probably the best weapon in the game. I don't know. Genesis is pretty flipping close, and so is Monorail. Monorail in the right hands is disgusting. I probably won't make a Monorail video just because I don't like using it because it's only good on bosses with weak spots. But Monorail is just fucking gross. Oh, sorry, no gameplay audio. Yeah, that's my fault. Give me 1 second. I forgot to turn it on. But thank you for reminding me. They made English. Yeah, so I think during DLC 2, there was a patch that fixed English, and then they made it like super fucking OP. Yeah, Plasma Cutter is also really fucking good. Yeah, that's true. The thing about English though is it requires like no skill. You can still, like, I'm not even gonna bother dodging and stuff. Like, I mean, you can, but you don't need to. Also, I didn't realize that Astropath takes no damage from this while he's in this form. That's interesting. When it's something new every day, I guess. Oops. It does 1,000. It was only doing like 80 damage while he's in that orb state. Weird. What do you think of Crystal Staff? I love Crystal Staff. I think melee is some of the most fun you can have in Remnant 2. It sucks that like half the bosses can't be meleeed easily, but I like that Crystal Staff can. Like, yeah, it's sure it's not, you know, the best DPS around, but it's really flippin' fun. Crystal Staff's great. And like the Black Iron Greatsword, I really wish that was stronger because it's got the best moveset of any weapon in the game. You just got Meridian last night. Get Kinship. You have to have Kinship if you're running explosives. It doesn't matter. Can you monorail on Boar any boss without weak spot? You can, but Boar's also bugged to holy hell, and it has been since day one. So I don't like to condone the use of exploits and stuff and bugs like that knowingly. So Boar bad. Don't use Boar. But yes, you could Boar into monorail. Just right now, it's super OP and jank, so I wouldn't recommend it. That's basically my take on that. Do it if you want, but it's not right. Volatile Strike. Yeah, Volatile Strike's really cool too. Corrupted Savior is the best. Now, Corrupted Savior is really good. So I have like 3 automatic weapon builds, like Plasma Cutter, Corrupted Savior, and one other one. And yeah, they're all pushing between 7 and 9k DPS, depending on, you know, weak spots and stuff, because you're not gonna have guaranteed weak spots on bosses. Yeah, they're all really good. Automatic weapons. Well, Gunslinger in general, any range build is just really flipping good just because we have Sharpshooter. Just drugging up. Boss is in there somewhere, right? Alright. Your guilty pleasure is being tanky and Sport Shot, Sure Shot. Dude, I love Sport Shot, Sure Shot. I wish it was better, and I wish there was a way you can get like infinite Sidewinder just for that. Like, if Sidewinder could cool down while it was being used, then you get a bunch of like skill reduction and Unbridled to make it so that you can run infinite Sidewinder. Dude, that'd be great. I wish those were better. My guilty pleasure in this game is Nightfall. Nightfall has always been good. It's such a consistently safe weapon that you literally don't even get hit. Like, there's no point in investing in defenses. Nothing's going to target you. Nothing's going to hit you. It's infinite ammo. Like, there's nothing bad about Nightfall. The DPS is still great too. Sure, it's not the best, but you know, it's still pumping 7+K. I don't even bother dodging. There's no point. He's in there somewhere. Also, I really hate that detonator still triggers when they die. Double haste. Double haste is really good. I think that's an underrated legendary fragment. I use double haste for melee attack speeds, and that's really good. But I was trying to figure out if it would be better on some other things, just because yeah, you get fire rate, dodge speed, like you get everything with it. Yeah, Anguish is the best gun, dude. You need to get Anguish. Some of these things don't like explosions, though. All that armored, not helping it out. There you go, get out of your armor. That thing, it's just, Anguish is just so no effort. Yeah, I'll be uploading it. I gotta do 2 builds a day, so I'm gonna do Anguish and probably one other mod build that I have prepped. So I'm just going through to get clips and such. And the thing is, like, I'm gonna just breeze through Anguish. Like, yeah, I'll kind of explain all the little components of it, but it's just such a brain dead build. Prisms will find their way to Remnant 3. I don't think they will. I don't think Remnant 3 is gonna happen for a long time. And even if it does, Tragic has voiced very many times on things that he would have done differently for Remnant 2, and I don't think Remnant 3 would look anything like Remnant 2. Yeah, this is Anguish. Easy build. No, I trust Tragic too. Tragic definitely, he's learned a lot going through like the end of Remnant 1 and into Remnant 2, figuring out what works and what doesn't. So I'm pretty sure by Remnant 3, you know, a lot of stuff's going to be pieced together. You can see like all the design changes between 1 and 2, like as far as bosses goes, enemies encounters, stuff like that. And they've definitely improved and learned a lot. What is that, fire rate? Oh, I forgot I put whiskey in that. It's a lot of fire rate is what it is. This is an Anguish build. The reason why you can't play insta-charge Savior is because there's a charge rate cap now for anything with charge rate, so it's 80%, so you can't tap to insta perfect charge. Granted, Savior's still good. 80% charge with tolerance band, so you have the increased perfect shot window. It still claps, and it trash clears so well with its mod. It's still a very good gun. You just have to change it a little bit for the DLC. Can't see anything. The only thing I don't like about Anguish is that it's not hit scan. It's literally just like projectiles you have to keep track of. We're running Archon Summoner. Summoner is just a double dip on its damage mod because it's both mod and explosive. And so if you have an explosive mod, you get both of it. So you get 70%. And then Archon is just from mod to mod crit. Granted, we don't need crit because we're running, Wrecking Ball. So we have 100% crit on our explosives anyways. Size Matter is invaluable, and Power Trip depends on what build you're going for. Power Trip is really good. Actually, all three of those are really good. Size Matters, probably the weakest of them, but Size Matters on Coach Gun is really nice. And Movable, I don't think people understand how OP Stagger Immunity is. So if you want to do anything tank related, Movable is fucking top tier. And Power Trip is also just good in mod builds, but obviously not going to be useful for, you know, anything else. Are there any instances of Thorn? No, Thorn's garbage. Anyone who says Thorn isn't garbage doesn't know how to use Thorn or doesn't understand how the game works. It's fine for trash clear, but it's not for bossing. Actually, I want skill cooldown just so I can make sure I have whatever Archon skill up. Thorn unfortunately still doesn't scale. All of its damage is on its little actual like property, the blowback trait. Blowback, yeah. And that's not range nor mod, so you can only scale with like elemental or explosive things. Is it elemental? I don't even think it's elemental. And the mod itself doesn't scale off mod power because it's not actually a mod damage. It's just improving your blowback trait. So it just doesn't scale well. Like, it does enough damage that you can blow apart trash clear, especially with the detonator perk or detonator mutator. Detonator on Thorns is fun, but it's just, you don't use it for bossing. It's just not good. If anything, you use it for Anguish build just so you have something that you can clear trash with if you don't want to clear trash with Anguish. Hey. But also, I would just run Corrupted Arbalest for trash clear if you wanted to. Sure. Doesn't really matter. Hey. But also, hi everyone. Sorry, I don't stream very often. I've been just really busy with work, so I pretty much do all my video editing and testing when I'm at work. Because I was at work for 90 hours the last week. Yeah, last 10 days really. Not 2 weeks, but last 10 days. Because I had to work all weekend, and I've been having to stay late. And even if I got off of work, I've been having to wait just to pick up my wife from work too. So I haven't really been around to stream or do anything. So I'm happy to be here to answer questions and give help wherever I can. But I'm also just here to get clips so I can keep working on videos. I just happen to be home for once. Yeah, crit is kind of silly. That's what it is, Donald. Crit's just silly. What? You can fall off the ledge? He pushed me off the ledge. I've never seen that. All right, well, I gotta go do that again. I've never been pushed off. I hate Naruto maps. That was funny. Yeah, sure, Rosie. It's pretty much the setup. So we have Spellweaver on Sandstorm. Not that it really matters. And Bullet Weaver on Anguish. And then we're running Wrecking Ball. Also, these were not. No, these were right. Yeah, modifier crit damage. Yeah. Well, the problem with like detonator and like all the things that are like mutators that do damage, like the dot mutators or superheated, I think it's stuff, like all that stuff only scales with very specific damage modifiers like elemental or something, and there's just not much of that around because they don't scale with mod or range damage or anything, so they're really hard to make good. Because if you make them great by default, they become overpowered because it's just free X damage. But there's no way to invest into them either, so it's just, I don't know, they're just in a weird spot. Oh shit. Dope cubes me, bro. Did you guys just fucking leave me alone? God damn. You don't need Wrecking Ball for it to work. Wrecking Ball literally just does damage. Like, if you have the other explosive crit, where it's like 30% crit chance and 30% crit damage, you can get enough crit with Burden of the Gambler, and rather than running Probability Core, you run Braided Thorns. You can get like 60-70% crit, and it's going to be just as fine. Trust me, it works fine. And even if you don't have that one, you know, Jack of all trades works too. All damage is great. You could run tank stuff if you want to run tank stuff. It's literally just damage. The build doesn't stop working because you have less damage. Oh, I kind of hit myself with those. Oh, my bad. I fucked that up. So one thing that doesn't like this build is bosses that get like right in your face. Because you can kill yourself. Ooh, explosive damage, look at that. What do you mean in higher tiers? This is Apocalypse. This is the hardest difficulty. It's really easy to invest in bulk in this game. Like, I only have 53% DR, but that's enough to tank multiple hits. You don't have to worry about anything else. Probably should have picked up stamina. Killing myself with anguish. No, bosses and stuff don't really get that much harder on 18-19. I usually do 7 just because I don't have a whole lot of time to go through a full 19, but after I run this, I'll do like a 19. I was just going to swap to a different build. I would test some Bulwark builds. Nah, I haven't. Not really. I don't like playing super tank. I like the ability to actually die, because that if there's no risk of dying, then what do you... There's no risk, there's no fun. Also, I don't like bosses that don't like explosions. Armored values bad. Oh, that was my bad. I should have just rolled. Here, I'll do a 19. That was just stupid of me. I thought I could just neutral dodge it, but I can't see shit with the sandstorm up, so I should have just rolled away. My bad. Do you have corrupted? Corrupted what? Is Polygon any good now? Does anyone know? I haven't actually played with Polygon. At least not since they changed it for this DLC.
What's that smell?
Shotgun flinch down. I wish there was like reasons to swap between the two, but it's like, why wouldn't you just run one side or the other? Come on. Oh, he's still alive. These things are taking forever. God, overloaded sucks. Alright. I miss Hive Cannon too. Hive Cannon would have been great, but we have Nebula. It's not the same, but it's close. Do you miss out on a lot of XP? Not really. Apocalypse gives you 50% more XP as far as boss rush goes, and you don't really need to worry about that, like, because you're obviously going to go quicker in the other difficulties, so you're not missing out on a lot. Bloat King. I hate Bloat King. Stamina, why not? See, do we don't have any weapon that's AoE on hit besides Meridian, right? I'm trying to think, like, bedded wounds and AoE on hit with a lingering AoE. Like, I feel like we can make something akin to Hive Cannon, but obviously Corrosion's not as strong in here as it was in Remnant 1. Dude, I hate those shotgun Dran. Those are like some of the scariest enemies in the game. You just turn on the mod, jeez. Ah. Scary. Starshot? What about Starshot? Oh, like, Starshot doesn't have like a lingering like effect like Hive Cannon did. How's the fire rate so high? By stacking fire rate. Do I have perception? I don't. Perception would be cool because I'm using haste from the light extract, but can't. The problem is also I can't see with this build. And I'm hitting myself with my own anguish. Ow. That was a really bad opener. Jeez. Oh my god, I'm gonna get myself killed from Anguish. Alright. Is that the best place for base camp? Oh, probably not. I don't know where else would be better. Top left corner, I guess. You're right. You're right, I'm dumb. Do that. Thanks, Goblin. I'm glad some people do. I just want to teach and help people get better. We're running Summoner and Archon. Summoner because, I mean, damage. It's the only reason why to run Summoner. Where is the little touchy thing? How did I miss it? There's only like 2 areas to go. Oh. Meatball. Guys just chilling. Oh, it's right here. Leave me alone. Stop punching me. Sure. Movement speed's always nice.
That's it.
I haven't played with gray health builds yet. I don't particularly like them. I think the amount of investment you have to do to get gray builds set up is not worth the damage output you get out of them. I do love the canine amulet, but I'm still not a fan. Yeah, Anguish is dumb. Oh, I can't believe that hit me. You know, let's not get rollover. Oh, Canine's a part of the Ring of Moments? That's cool, actually. That's an interesting setup. Just spray and pray into an area. Oh, he's actually not dead? I fully thought, oh, he's hardy. Like, I thought for sure he would have been dead after that. Right. Yeah, basically, you stack a fire rate with Anguish. fire rate is effectively a multiplicative damage modifier compared to like additive damage. So once you have 100% crit from Wrecking Ball, you just go fire rate and you're, you know, just flying. Obviously, being in that explosives, there are some bosses that, you know, explosives don't work great on, but, you know, it's not a big deal. Hey. Like bosses like this that, you know, have armor on explosions, obviously not doing this build any favors. But I guess every build's got their downsides, right? This thing is really taking no damage from this. Jesus Christ. This is actually one of the slower kills I've ever seen. That was really bad. Yeah, so obviously armor is bad. Is there a Corrupted Savior build that shreds as easily as Anguish? Yeah, Corrupted Savior does almost just as good, to be honest. You could just run Corrupted Savior with Sharpshooter. Get the whatever, yeah, Gunslinger Medallion for fire rate and reload speed, because the reload's where you really get bogged down with Corrupted Savior, and just run Hugs. Hugs Corrupted Savior is fine. It's still pushing, you know, 8k DPS easy. You get perks after boss kill and you never get them from a kill. You should. You just get them after every kill. Literally every kill. Do they not give perks on like lower difficulties? I don't know about that. I only ever play on Apocalypse. Oh, so I almost just walked off that cliff. All right, where's the aberration? It's somewhere. I see it. Oh Lord, he coming. There we go. All right. Bolt died to that cliff the other day. Ah, that's funny. Dude, I just died the other. Sorry, I hit my mic. I just died like the last run. I rolled off the cliff. Or no, the boss pushed me off the ledge. Like, shit happens, man. Also, I just get super careless. I'm not the best person for like consistency, so I die to stupid shit all the time. Yeah, especially like when I'm streaming or making video clips, I'm usually watching like YouTube videos and stuff on the side, so I'm not really paying attention. Especially in this meta for Remnant 2, where the game's not really hard. You could build so much tank that you don't have to worry about stuff. So I usually just stop paying attention. Like, I can die with this build. I'm not immortal or anything. I just, don't get hit by big attacks, and then you're probably okay. But sometimes you're just not paying attention. Enemies still, 2-tap you maybe. Yeah, I haven't been killed by Displacer yet, thankfully. I know people have, and that's obviously super shitty, but I haven't yet.
It's over?
Remnant 1's really fucking good. Yeah, I do recommend it. If you're on PC, also play the From Hell mod that we had done. I can't recommend it enough, obviously. But yeah, I love Remnant 1 still. It holds up. Actually, I needed the Ravager not in my face. Oh my god, get away, tumbleweeds. Yeah, the survival mods also for Remnant 2 that Richie had done with Ari, also amazing. Survival mode is quite the experience. I can't see. I don't know. So, Lexer, like, the boss design Remnant 2 is great, but the problem about them is that most of the fights don't have any ads, and I know people hate ads in Remnant fights. I really do. But the bosses don't have super complex movesets, so it's really easy to learn their patterns, and because you don't have that randomness of enemy spawns coming in like you did in Remnant 1, the bosses in Remnant 2 are a lot easier. They're still fun, they're still really good, but they're not the same, and they're not as hard. Also, Iskall Queen is the best fight there ever will be, so hate to break it to you there. Stop poking me. Also, why do I get thick skin on like all my fucking bosses? Like, they're like, oh yeah, you're crit? Yeah, how about no? Oops. Shouldn't have hit me. Stop getting thick skin, that'd be great. I don't think Annihilation's that hard to learn. I think Venom definitely is. Venom is probably the hardest fight in the game. And so, yes, you don't need ad fights or ads in fights to make him good. But look at Iskall Queen. Like, she doesn't really have ads in her fight. I guess technically she's got spawns on set phases, but that's fine. But they can be done. I'm not saying that they can't and that there should be ads in every boss fight. I'm just saying a lot of the boss fights we have are really simple, and it would go a lot better if they had just some ad spawns. Just to, you know, freshen them up a little bit. Not every fight, but, you know, some fights. Like Bruin, I wouldn't want, you know, ads on. Bruin's pretty impressive. He's in your face the entire time. He does spawn some ads, actually. So not Bruin. But, I mean, there are other fights. Like Wendell. Wendell spawns ads, but she's also a super easy fight. Astropath kind of does in phases. I don't know, just... I'm not saying that... all I'm saying is ads aren't bad, and because most of the boss fights don't have ads, like, they're not that hard. They could be harder. I would love for them to be harder if they had better moveset. I wouldn't say better movesets. More moves to keep track of, and it being a little bit more oppressive, then I think they'd be okay, but... all I'm saying is that I would like the bosses to be harder. Gorefist. Dude, I hate Gorefist. Gorefist, still to this day, just annoys the shit out of me. I cannot, like, consistently kill Gorefist. God, I hate Gorefist. I think that's the reason why everyone hates ads and bosses, is literally because of Gorefist. And then probably Harrow, too. Oh, doggo. Okay. Gorefist was the worst. Man, I hate him doing this shit. Where is my exit? Yeah, Harrow on From Hell mod, where you have double ad spawn, is not an easy fight. Harrow in general is just not easy. His tight quarters, his insanely obscene hitboxes, like, some of his attacks do not look like they land, and they definitely connect, which is odd. Is this really Apocalypse? Yes, this is Apocalypse. This is where we're at with Prisms. What I think is the worst part about Remnant 1 compared to Remnant 2? I don't think Remnant 1's all that bad. It is a product of its time. It is very limited on what is actually randomized, so there's very few changes to the actual, like, random tile sets and dungeons. It's small in scope. So I feel like Remnant 1 is just not random. It's very same old. You see the exact same enemies, the exact same areas, really, really fast, and so it's kind of boring in that regard. But ultimately, I really like Remnant 1. I think the itemization in Remnant 1 is, like, way better than Remnant 2 because there's so few items. I would say so few. There's a lot less than Remnant 2. All the items are actually pretty impactful, whereas in Remnant 2, you know, you have 4 ring slots, and when you're adding, you know, most of the rings that just do, like, damage and stats, don't give you much, like, overall damage when you have to compare it to your archetype damage as well. So a lot of the trinkets feel less impactful, which is why I really like the items that do anything but just increase damage. I'm really bad at that detonator proc too. the Yeti fight, dude. That was a good one. I like that one. You still play Remnant 1? Good. Remnant 1's great. I love Remnant 1. I haven't played it in, like, I don't know, probably a couple months now. I think I played it, like, after DLC 1 for Remnant 2, but I haven't been back yet. but I still love that game. I can't see. Drugging myself up. Yeah, that's the thing. Remnant 2 has so many items that are like, this one's range damage. This one is slightly more range damage on a condition attached. This one's range damage, but then also minus something else. It's like, why? Like, too many items that are similar. Also, I cannot see at all. Holy crap. Jesus. Why not? More stamina. I would like if Remnant 2 had no damaging trinkets. I mean, yeah, amulets you can do damage on, that's fine. But like rings, I feel like should all be like components to make a build work. Like they all just do little niches. I think with 4 trinkets that do something unique, you should be able to piece together a decent build. Cubes. We got like Lydusa or something coming up. Oh, this is gonna be Stone Warden. Hi, Killa. Howdy. Yeah, the Beyond Hell mod that we're working on is definitely going to be a very big overhaul for Remnant 2. It's still hugely work in process. I think Tobias from the wiki and Ari are working on getting asset registry changes so we can actually make changes to items, because right now whenever we make a new item we have to make a copy of an item, and then, or sorry, if we want to make changes to an item we have to make a new item that's basically a copy of the item and then put it in, so there's like kind of duplicate. It's just kind of annoying. So we're having troubles like editing stuff. We can easily add stuff, but editing items is kind of a jank right now. So once that gets fixed, we'll actually go and change a lot of the things. But I've streamed Beyond Hell a couple times as I'm working on, you know, checking out boss affixes, because one of the other things is about the game that, you know, obviously I said that I don't like is that bosses are too easy. So we're giving bosses all the aberration modifiers minus some niche changes. Like some bosses won't get teleporter, some bosses won't get like cubes or something, like small changes. But oh, I shouldn't have got hit by that. Sorry, I can't talk and do stuff at the same time. My multitasking ability is non-existent. Anyway, so yeah, Beyond Hell is going to change everything. It's going to make it just like From Hell, but, you know, Remnant 2 version. So being that Remnant 2 is a much bigger game, it's going to take a lot longer to get going, unfortunately. But we do have one new archetype done, and we got like 3 or 4 more planned. And we have all the bosses changed and spawns changed and some new items. But yeah, obviously we're going to have to wait till the dust settles so we're actually, you know, tweak balance and stuff. How was that thing hidden? Yeah, we've had Hexer detonator bosses. We also have new affixes. We made a bunch of new ones like we did for Remnant 1. And we have them in Remnant 2, like Gorgon and Magnetic and stuff like that. So there's a lot of new affixes. Beyond Hell is going to be really, really good. It's just unfortunately going to take a long time to do. What guns? I'm running Anguish with Bullet Weaver, and that's 99% of this. You tried using the Thorns in co-op. Did you not have kinship on? Yes, they can. Dude, the tower maps in general are just scary. Oh shit. I thought I had cleared that. What heart would be best for boss rush and randos? I like shielded heart still for if you're gonna do the chef dodge thing. Shielded heart is amazing. You know, you can just keep throwing people out 100% HP shields, and those last 20 seconds, so you don't have to renew them all that often. So that's definitely my go-to. Oh, I was hoping the thing would be down here. Nope, it's over there. Okay. Sure. I have like so much extra fire rate, it literally doesn't do anything for me. The chef medal doesn't proc your relic, but it procs things that will use a relic. So if anything that says on relic use, it will do, but it's not actually going to use your relic or give you your relic. So you can't just like have Artful Dodger, Chef Medallion, and then run like Bloodless Heart, or where was the Paper Heart? What was the Infinite Heart? I don't remember. Do I not have it on this character? The one that gives you like 3-second invincibility. You can't just do that. Do I have everything? I think we have everything. Almost one-phased him. I hate this part, man. Does Bullet's Heart work when applied through a Redeemer projectile? Well, Bloodless Heart doesn't do anything, does it? So, I don't see why it wouldn't work, but what would you do with it? Ah, I got myself stagger locked. Don't do that. That's bad. Whoa, that actually hit me? Holy crap. I don't really want any more of these buffs. I was hoping I'd get like life or something, just as like a safety net. What's this? Red Prince? Red Prince. Cool. Everyone's thick skin. Stop being thick skin for me, please. Thanks. Walls. I literally can't get more buffs. That's funny. Oh, no, yeah. So Redeemer Pistol, Broth will do that. If you use the Lifeless Heart to get 3-second invulnerability on Redeemer Pistol, yes, that does work. I was just saying that the Chef Metal doesn't work to trigger it on perfect dodge, but you can load it in with Redeemer and then shoot it and touch it and go that route. Yes, that does work. That guy's getting fucking pulled. Gotcha, yeah. I feel like that's a little clunky, but I mean, I guess it is, 3-second invulnerability at a time. If you can chain it perfectly, then you're not gonna die. I think the boss is in there. Looks like it. Can't see her, but she's around. Someone shot me. Do you want to make a build video of it? Yeah, I mean, I will, but it's just gonna be a part of my other mod builds I'm doing. I don't particularly like the state Anguish is in. Hey. Oh yeah, diverted would be really good too. I didn't think about that. Ugh, I'm gonna have Lydusa on 18. Gross. Honestly, don't know how this build's gonna work on Lydusa. I assume it can. God, I hate Lydusa. Forgot about her. God, he's got a lot of life. Oh, I was hoping to get him in one cycle. Boo. Goddamn Hardy. Now watch me die to one of these random pillars. Oh, what? What the fuck? That was scary. I almost died to that. Meatball. Did I drop my stream? I might have dropped my stream. Also, this is a very not fun boss. I really hate fighting Prima Generator. Oh god, he's already... What is that thing? What the fuck is he doing? Oh god, it's gonna kill me. I'm on him. Dude, what the fuck? Why is he like floating? What is going on? That was a really weird and scary Prima Generator fight. What does my prism look like? It's this. It's Wrecking Ball with damage, damage, fire rate, which is damage, damage, crit, fire rate, which is damage, damage, and longevity. That was terrifying. I didn't like that. Also, yeah, 19 boss rush takes forever, and I kind of wish I didn't do it. I guess it's the approval point that, like, you know, it's just as effective on 7s as it is on 19. Ow! Almost killed myself. Almost killed myself. What boss did I not do on Losum? Oh no, 18 is definitely gonna be like Dusa. Oh, Magister. Oh my god, can that hit me? Oh, also I didn't get one tapped by his insta-kill. That was also terrifying. I misdodged that because I can't see anything. Alright, so Ladusa. No? Did I not do Shahala? I thought Ladusa was always in. Is it not? Overload's scary. Can't believe I got hit by that. Alright. I thought I did Shahala already. No, I guess different Shahala? Alright. This one's scary. I don't like fighting Shahala. I'm a little nervous about this guy. His stompy hands are a little owie. Oh my god, yeah. This part. I don't like this part. Fuck! I rolled too early. I thought I could leech back. I can't believe I whipped it there. I'm bad. I'm stupid. I got hit. I was being dumb. Alright, whatever. I'm gonna play a different build. I was bad with my dodge. I'm sorry. That's stupid. Alright, whatever. Anguish works just fine. I just gotta stop being myself. We did Swapper. We did Swapper already. Hellfire. That's fire dots. That's forbidden dots. Oh, I have one other mod build. I can't believe I did that. I was fucking Shahala. I need to fix this one, I think. This one is not one I'd really recommend, to be honest, but it's the only non-explosive mod build that does pretty good. Alright, so that's fine. Do I have perception for 10% haste, but I don't need that necessarily. Need atonement fold. Kinship I don't need. I do need leech and recovery. Alright. Use the Thayan fruit for a free revive. Why would I do that? That's silly. Come on. It'll probably go on YouTube tonight or tomorrow. I just got to do recordings. Oh, that's the other thing. because I figured it out for builds. Okay, so this has got 1100 mod requirement, but it lasts 30 seconds, just about 30 seconds. Probably more. Let's chakra. Let's see here. Running Jack of all trades, cast speed, mod gen, cast speed. All right. Still 28. Did that not update? 36. There we go. Okay, so 36 seconds. So 36, 11:25, or other way around. So I need 31.25 mod regen per second. Let's be 30. Okay, so I need, I think just spirit. I don't think I need insight. Oh, but that's only 10 seconds. Let's just grab insight. Okay, so if I have no spirit and just insight, I have 25 mod power regen per second, plus I get 15 more for 10 seconds while I use whatever skill. Without having leaking gemstone on, this should sustain itself. After this expires, it should be ready to use again. How's the buffed Alpha Omega? It's fine, honestly. I like it a lot better than I used to. Explosives are just weird, especially with all these tight quarters for boss rush, because you just kill yourself really quickly, and it keeps knocking you away because we don't have good stagger resistance anymore. So it's just kind of, it feels bad to use at times. Yep, and it's back. Okay, so in the last patch, when they fixed mod power regen, they changed how passive mod regen works. So now, passive mod regen, which you get from Archon, the Insight trait, and the Cartographer sigil, what's it called? Jewel, Cataloger's Jewel. Close enough. The mod regen per second is 100% active with mods with duration now. So as long as you have mod regen, you know, enough to cover the duration of the skill, you don't need Jeweler anymore. Liquid gen. Cracked. What? I cannot fucking talk. It starts with an L. Leaking gemstone. That's what it is. That one. Yeah, you don't need leaking gemstone anymore to sustain mods, which is great. Now, that being the case, do I want to use a consumable for haste or use the ring for haste? And I think I have all the cast speed in the world, so I think I'm just going to go with all damage and see how that works. Also, it just occurred to me that I could have had fail-safe procs I need to test again. And I'm gonna die from Atonement Fold. The problem with like Reality Rune and stuff like that is that you're reliant on being in them and having them as 100% uptime, which I don't want to rely on, because obviously if you're in a boss fight, you're not always gonna be in the same position. You're not always gonna be, you know, having an up. So yeah, sure, you can get stuff to sustain that with those, but you can't rely on it. Okay, so it still works. All right. So then rather than get kinship, I could get some regen. Yeah, that'll work. All right. We do Siphoner. I don't need footwork. I don't really need amplitude. It might be doing me more harm than good. But let's do that. We don't need spirit. We have strong back already. Great. I guess potency. No perception, but potency. All right. Good enough. Good enough. So I don't want to be on heavy either. Let's go ahead and... How heavy can we get with Fader armor on? Actually, I think it's just... Oh, that's 70. 69. We should be at 65? We should be able to get to 65. Okay. I gotta have fashion that meets my armor requirements. Yeah, 65 is where we need to be. What is the best way to get to 65? $70. 64.7. There we go. All right, good enough. All right. So now if we're running whatever you want to call it. This is the spear lock build that I had done a long time ago. It's okay. Like, the DPS is pretty solid, but spear lock, using these spears constantly makes them like super janky, and then they start flying all over the place. So the longer duration you have, the worse it gets. But all right, I'm gonna give this a try. See how this goes. Traits look fine. Fragments. I don't think there's anything that's going to beat Jack of all trades for this mod. Double charges, more mod power isn't going to do anything. So, yeah. Alright. Oh, I need to rebind my keys. I forget. With this build, I put mod on mouse click. And then I'm going to fuck it up a couple times, I'm sure. Okay. Because I'm not using my gun still. I'm just using mods. So it's just left click. So let's see how this do. Stamina is definitely going to be an issue. No. Where is everybody? Getting text for work. I'll probably wait a second for my mod to shut off. Alright. Hardy regenerator? That's not fair. Oh my god, why didn't I move? Oh, I didn't get increased skill durations, huh? That kind of sucks. Mod build, I just health regen's fine. This is what I call spear lock. It's basically the only effective non-explosive mod, and it's super fucking jank. Super jank. Oh, does that really detonate? What the fuck? Detonator. I hate detonator, man.
Glad that's over.
Melee damage. Why not? I'm gonna need some life regen. I'm barely outpacing my whatever you want to call it, atonement fold bleed. I'm not gonna say it's incredible. It is incredibly weird though. It's... Oh, I can't believe that hit me. I should have dodged that. Fucking kick me. Yeah.
Well, that's over.
It's a pretty jank build, to be honest. It really is. It's fun because it's different, but it's pretty jank. Where are the dudes at? This is fun though. At least I don't have the chance of killing myself with explosives. But obviously the damage here is not the best. Also, Shadeberry is not something I need for this build, so I should have taken that off. But I hit Meat Shake with my snake oil concoction, so I don't really want to get rid of it. Just let that thing ride. Oh, I'm dumb. Okay. Let me give it a retry. So, The problem with this build, which again, I'm not great at using this thing, is that when you're casting, oops, okay. Game can just crash. When you're casting the skills, you can't do anything. You can't dodge, you can't roll. So it looked like I was just face tanking stuff, but I actually was trying to dodge. That's why I call it spear lock, because you're locked into the animation of casting the thing. And I couldn't dodge the stupid Ravager. I thought I'd be able to leech through it, but I fucked up. The best melee weapon? Harvesters, probably. Harvester Scythe. That was bad. That was bad. I need to be tankier. Man, I hate dying. Because I know I always die because I'm either being too greedy or just making dumb mistakes. It's always on me. Like there, I couldn't dodge. Oh, look at that. One phase. Mod damage. I'll take mod damage. Mod and melee damage both work for this. Also, cast speed is good, but obviously I want like life and regen because this build is not safe to run. Barrels. Health regen, I guess it's fine. Ugh. I really wished you could dodge out of the skill activation. I think it would make this so much better. Like if you had the ring lets you dodge out of melee attacks, if that also worked for, you know, casting, it'd be amazing. Drugs. See, drain's not good for this. Get locked. Yeah, I'm just locked into my skill animations. Nah. Alright. Maybe this build isn't good enough. It was great in DLC 2, but for boss rush, trying to keep up the DPS is not good. There's something else I can do with it. It's just so flippin' clunky. Like, there's such a delay, so like, if I mash dodge, so this is like the time like you have, like it's that much of a difference between when you shoot and then when you can dodge again. I really, you know, for giggles, where is that ring? Because what if, right? What if? I know what it looks like. I don't know what it's called, this one. No, still not quite. Damn. I need a skill cancel ring. Okay, so as much as I like spear, ring of spears, I don't think it's a good skill going forward just because of boss rush and how jank it is to play. So maybe I won't put that one in a video. Trying to think what else. I need another mod build that isn't explosives or dots, because I already have 2 for dots. But like all the mods are so bad that I don't really know what to pick. Sure. I mean, I guess Aphelion is still a mod, but it's another explosive mod. Maybe we can work on Aphelion? Aphelion, and what would be good for Aphelion? The problem I have with Aphelion, though, is, well, I need kinship, because you have to have kinship. If you hit yourself in close quarters, that happens. And you're basically dead if you do that, so I don't really know what I want to do. What other mod is worthwhile? I like Corrupted Nebula. I think Corrupted Nebula is a great weapon, but it only works on bosses that have weak spots, and not everything has weak spots available. So I don't want to build around Nebula and then have the build just literally not work on some bosses. So that's kind of dead in the water for me too. I want like a ring that makes it so all your hits are considered weak spot, but you do like 100% less weak spot damage. You don't actually get any bonus multiplier. It's just there to trigger weak spot stuff. What other mod? Sorrow's not good. Right? Sorrow's not good. I think Sorrow had potential back in the day, but like, cause that hit is really strong, but it's getting out 10 of these things, casting it, and then reloading is what kills its DPS. Is there a way we can bypass the reload? With a mutator, maybe? I need better keywords. I know Bullet Weaver is obviously the go-to, just because, you know, mod, attack speed, great. But I need to do something about that. That reload is really bad. Also, not going to be good for clear, just because you can't spam the mod. How good is Thorn? It's not good. Where's Thorn? So here's the problem with Thorn. Let's put on Explorer. So we have no damage perks on right now. We can just take off our fragment. So we have nothing to really increase our damage. So I'm supposed to do 21. Where am I getting a little bit more damage? Well, I mean, it still blows up for 50 or 150. So anyway, so here's the thing with Thorn. So it blows up for 150 on hits. Cool. And then you got that. That's the whole thing to Thorn. But if you put on a bunch of damage... Oh, this is all damage. It's actually going to work. Sorry. Let's put on Archon. So because we have all damage on... Are we still have it on? Oh, does that go -3? What? If you swap out of Explorer, you get negative damage reduction? I didn't know that. The point I'm trying to make is that I need this to fall off. Let me just go touch World Stone. Is that Thorn doesn't scale with mod damage or range damage. It only scales with like all and explosive damage. And so it's really hard to actually scale Thorn's damage. Oh, that doesn't actually clear it. That's funny. What if I just die? And because the base damage of Thorn is so low, like those pops are for 150, even if you had 300% damage, like it's not that much. The pops just aren't good. And the time it takes you to do like the big mod explosion ones, your DPS is terrible. Yeah, 150. And that's with Archon on. So Archon obviously doesn't help. And then Hunter on. 150. They still pop for the same. So again, all damage and explosive damage. Now let's see. I don't know what would be the best thing to do with this. Alchemist is great, and Warden is a good backup. Let's see. How could we push Thorn? Detonator does also very, very little damage. Explosions is not something you can search for. Do shield, explosion, crit, shield for Thorn. I'll just try with shielded heart to see what it looks like. We need gambler. Probability chord's not that great anymore. Let me do crit. Well, you can't. The problem is still too. It's not a mod and it's not a skill, so like none of that shit works for it. Fire rate will work. Explosion damage will work. Oh, you know what? Brutality? I only have one brutality. Or not brutality. Wrecking Ball. That's what I wanted. Wrecking Ball. So if we do it like Anguish. Let's say Anguish. Gunslinger Summoner. Summoner only does the explosion damage. And I feel like getting 25% damage from Warden and 10% attack speed from Combat Drone, plus having the utility of Warden, is probably a bit better. Gunslinger over Alchemist is probably a better option. But it also doesn't... It's only going to scale our reload speed. Nah, I'm going to stay with Alchemist. So let's see. If we did crit, probability chord, if we do that... that means we don't need volatile cartridge either. We just want crit damage or explosion damage. Or generic all damage would work. I wonder if keeping MO up would also... Okay, hold on, let me see really quick. Can the gunfire security lanyard hold up the MO of this thing? Probably not, because it's a really fast rate of fire. But let's just see for the giggles. No, not even close. Okay. It tried. Alright, so that's not going to work out. Getting exposure through the echo chamber. It's still just 25% alt damage though, but AoE size, maybe. Let's try that real quick, and then let's go ahead and do blasting cap and haste. No, I can just consume haste, so I don't need crit chance. Let's leave the One Ring off just for utility's sake. And then we're going to put on Nebula. Melee doesn't matter. Alright. Let's see here. We go in. It's going to be really hard to get accurate readings with the fucking combat drone doing this thing. How bad is this going to explode? 53k. So it's still only 3k DPS. What if we didn't use the mod? Or we had a better way to reload? Let's go chakra, insight. 3k DPS. If I can get this thing to 5k DPS, we'll call it good. That's an explosion. All damage, explosions. The reloads. Gunslinger would be great for reload, so maybe even Gunslinger Charm. Gunslinger Charm's also incredibly underrated. It's such a good neck. 1,000 cuts. The problem with 1,000 cuts is that we already have 100% crit chance, so that's only there for reload speed. Detonator is damage, but it's also all these little explosions. Is a lot. It's basically 1,000 DPS for free, which is nice. This would basically only give us 25% crit damage and 50% reload speed. Actually, that's not bad, but we don't have the clip size to make it 50 is the thing. Also, I don't know if this is going to work on the weapon mod. Typically, it doesn't unless it specifies weapon mod, so it might not work for us. $68. Still about the same, 3k DPS. Bosses cannot be affected by slow. You can put the slow status on them, but it actually doesn't do anything. It's just there for like Ahane Crystal and such. What if we just... No, you kind of have to... That's the thing. You have to use Deadwood. Like 1.6k DPS is pretty bad. Popping in after every reload. Also not great. I don't know, dude. It's so hard to scale damage with Thorn. It's just I don't see how this thing's gonna work out. Because it doesn't scale with mod damage, and it doesn't scale with, well, anything but like explosives. You get 30 damage and the blowback for, 300, which then gets to 600. But that's all you got. 5 needles for 600 damage. Ugh. I don't know what you can do. Like, I like the idea of Thorn, I really do. It's just, it doesn't scale. Yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna say Thorn's just a no-go still. If you want to use it for fun, like, go for it. It's pretty decent at trash clear, just because it's like targeting and whatnot. But you can't build around it. Just can't. Other mod. Fusion cannon might be a little interesting to build around. Let's see. We do Archon. Archon Warden, Shield Drone. And then, and then get rid of fire rate. Let's just do mod crit, mod generation. Obviously, this thing's going to want to hit weak spots. You're not always going to be able to guarantee that. But I want shields. And then where is the kinetic shield exchanger, which should work out. Incoming shield grants mod power, maybe. I wonder if these two will loop together. Let's see here. Oh, it doesn't auto reset. Okay. What? Okay. Leaking gemstone. I have insight. I need spirit. Oops. Alright, let's try this real quick. Doesn't come back very quick. Is there a way we can get this up? Cube gun with pressure point, but cube gun doesn't do damage. What would cube gum do with pressure point? What do I usually do leveling a prism? You do the thing where you sit outside the asylum on Apocalypse and just wave Kayula or Vile your way to kill everything in the map, and then rinse and repeat. And you crank the game up to, like, 10 times speed and then call it a day. Why cube gun? Oh, cube gun, you mean polygon? Polygon pressure point? Does that work? That's silly. That doesn't count as mod activation? Really? Oh, I was hoping that would work out. Oh well. Alright, what was I doing again? Oh yeah, so Corrupted Savior Fusion Cannon. But why cube? Like, why wouldn't you just run something that's like, wait, does it have a cooldown? People would have figured out if it did. Oh, because it's on mod power spent, that's why. Oh, that doesn't count on activation because that's so lame. Why doesn't that work either? God, we need better mods. Alright. I'm getting distracted. Let me check out Fusion Cannon. I would like to get the Fusion Cannon to work, but we have to have a way to cycle back mod power. I don't think feedback is gonna do anything for this. Does a little bit actually. What if rather than, so obviously this loop here isn't doing anything for me. That would be a mod swap if I just went with Echo Chamber though. Can you turn off Cube Gun once it's on? That's true. Dude, I hate the mod double click thing. Oh, I see. Doing that. You know what? You may be onto something. Okay. It is an explosion. It generates a lot of mod power too, which is interesting. $900 mod power. Huh. Where's my kinetics cycle stone? Alright, so that's a pretty decent amount of shield and mod generation. Okay, let's put on leaking gemstones. I feel like that's a big piece of it. No. Also, it might be an explosion, but it doesn't seem to be critting off Wrecking Ball. It doesn't crit. Ah, that's kind of sad. So if we went back to double mod charges, it's just another mod swapper build. Here we go. Hang on. This is funny, actually. They can't see. I don't like that was doing like 4K DPS. Okay, hold on. I don't like that it's another mod swapper build, but that's funny that that kind of works out. Is there another mod that will work? Hold on, let me try pressure point on this real quick. Why did that get 2 explosions? Why is there 2 explosions? Hold up. $15,000, 13,000 damage. Okay. We might be onto something here. Why is that double dipping? When it runs out, it does 2? No. Why is it sometimes getting me 2? What? What? There has to be a reason. And spent 100 mod power spent in a single cast. That one didn't do it, but the second one does. Alright, well first let me see if I can't sustain this setup here. I definitely need more mod power generation. So I have Insight, Chakra, Spirit, Follower, Leaking Gemstone, which I don't think Leaking Gemstone's doing much for us right now. Let me see here. See, that was only 1. Why was it doing 2? Let me see if I get exactly on 5. Nope, that's just 1. I'm not getting 2 anymore. What did I change? I took off Leaking Gemstone. And the neck? Hold on. Why would that affect it at all? No. Not Leaking Gemstone. Okay. Why was I getting 2? I gotta figure this out. Yeah, let me put Leaking back on. And then the neck I had was I had Chain Reaction on, right? For some reason. When you step back into the junior charges on Corrupted Savior looked like they were jumping back in 14.9.10. Maybe, yeah. When you refresh it, maybe, but it's going up and down because Corrupted Savior constantly drains power if you're not attacking. So it's going down, then getting restored because of my mod gen. Why does that hit twice? Hold on, I'm gonna get this. Is it Chain Reaction? Let me get 5 mod power. Oh. Oh my god, it might be Chain Reaction. Why would this count? Oh god, it is! Because, okay, hold on, let me just confirm. That would be, it would make it so you can abuse it with so many other things. No, it's not. Oh my god, now I'm confused. I thought I knew what was going on, and now it's not. I thought because this generated mod power for your off mod, that mod power generation was counting towards pressure point from Chain Reaction, but it wasn't. But it hits twice. Why? I gotta figure this out. Okay, I took it off. I hit twice. Something is causing the mod generation. Maybe it is just when it ticks up and down between the the rank. Like if you do it at the right time, maybe. Oh my god, that's gonna drive me insane. I want to know how to replicate that. It's not chain reaction, because it worked without chain reaction. Maybe on refund? Okay, what if we just try to get a bunch of refund? I can't because of pressure point there. We do Nebula and feedback to give me some mod gen. We have mod gen there. Reprocessed heart. Let's see. Let me just try this real quick. No, that one triggered twice, but I don't know why. Oh my god, that's frustrating. I don't understand how that's happening. Sometimes it will trigger twice, and I don't know why. I don't know if this is something I should even bother trying to like look into or pursue anymore. I just thought it was very interesting. If I turn it off and turn it on, does it work? No. I don't know. All right, maybe it's not something we can do. But it was cool. You know what's funny is I bet it'll work with Starshot. Not trigger twice, but just be better. Hits for 2,700, it looks like. Oh, this one. Well, it generates more charges. What's chain reaction? I don't want to do another mod swapper build, but this pressure point thing's got me intrigued. It's not working. Alright. Okay. I do want to do something with pressure point though. That does seem cool, but actually, well, before I do that, let me try and see if I can't sustain Savior somehow. If I could sustain Savior, great, but I don't think that's going to happen, so we're going to have to just see if there's any way to keep that going. I do like pressure point on Savior. I think that's great. We just need more mod generation. We got to figure out some way to keep this thing going. It's 1,500 mod power between uses. Yeah, and I'm coming back with 2. It's not good. There's not enough mod generation. Kinetic shield exchanger is great. That is a lot of extra mod power. And then what if we just went with like... See, if I go with Burden of the Warlock, it's going to reduce the overall cost. And so that's going to make it so I'm doing less on pressure point. Let's see here. That one hit twice. I don't know why. Frustrating to not know why. Alright. Almost there. I need more mod power. I don't have anything with overpower anymore. Cataloger. Do I not have insight on? I have insight on. I don't know if leaking gemstones doing anything for me. Let's see here. I wonder if just going back to the fire rate would be the best way to do this. Just to up itself. I mean, it's generating pretty quick, but obviously it's not quick enough for, like, you know, this is your sustained primary fire kind of thing. What if we got rid of pressure point, which I know kind of kills a lot of it? Fail safe, maybe? Nah. Not good. Okay, so me... God, it's so hard. I don't know what to do with Savior. I feel like this fusion cannon can be really good. Maybe I should, rather than worry about just stacking the mod, if I should just do fire rate and then try to just bring it back up with some decent fire rate. And then go back to Jack of all trades. And then Bullet Weaver would probably be a decent one for this. For mod generation. Let's see here. Then we're back down to 5 charges, unfortunately. And that's okay, but having a weak spot based 5k DPS is not good. It's really not. I think a mod swapper build would be fine for Corrupted Savior. I just don't want to do another mod swapper. God, this is tough. I just wanted to do another mod build, and I can't think of another mod to use. I would love to use Corrupted Arbalist. Corrupted Arbalist is great, but it's got awful boss DPS. And then it builds the exact same way as Anguish, so it's like, why wouldn't you just use Anguish? Alpha Omega is great, but it's just another explosive mod. Ugh, God. What were the 3 mods we got? We had Void Light, Harvester Bots, and... oh, and Shielding Shot. Okay, so... Nothing useful there. Guys, I'm out of ideas. I don't know what to do with mods. If you're not going to do explosives, I don't know what works. Like, everything else is pretty bad. Dots, you could do. Dots still work. So I guess dots and explosives. Direct fire mods don't seem to be doing anything for people. Alright, I'm gonna go back to pressure point real quick. Let's just see here. If we did pressure point, chain reaction, I don't think corrupted nebula is the right call. Something that's like fire and forget. Ring of Spears. So I was playing with Ring of Spears earlier. Ring of Spears is just not great for boss rush because of how skill locked you are. It was just failing me at every turn. Let me hold on to this real quick. So the main problem with spear lock is the spear lock. So when you turn on Ring of Spears, here's the difference between when you can shoot and when you can dodge. So if I throw a spear, and that's the dodge. If I mash dodge, that's when I can do it. So if you're sitting there, you know, trying to throw out your damage, you're not going to be able to dodge when you need to. And it got me killed a couple times in boss rush, and I was just like, I like it, but I don't like that whole part. I can try doing a couple more like boss rushes with spear lock and see how that goes. Fire tornado, no, fire tornado got fixed, so it no longer stacks on itself. You can't run, you know, infinite tornadoes anymore. Same with sandstorm. So yeah, it just replaces now. Yeah, I mean, I have all the cast speed on it. I have, well, I didn't have it on here, but I have cast speed and cast speed. What I consider zero divide for gun builds? No, you don't need it. It's a waste of an amulet slot. Now that we have the pocket infinity, you can have infinite ammo that way. You don't need to waste your amulet slot on zero divide. This thing is pretty much just as good. I think some weapons, you don't quite have infinite ammo, but you have so much ammo, it might as well be infinite ammo. So you get basically every time you reload, you get 10% of the ammo back. So if I were to use Corrupted Savior, who has 200 ammo, I get 20 ammo every time I reload, which isn't quite, you know, a full clip. Obviously, it's like half a clip. But if you're going with something like, well, any bow, really. Any bow has, obviously, 40 rounds, and every time you shoot, you reload. Sure, it's infinite ammo. If you're running like shotgun or something, so you get 3. Well, if you have ammo reserves, you get more ammo reserves. So I'd have like 56 ammo, so you'd get almost a full every time. Like, depending on what you're using, coach gun, would you have infinite ammo? It's a lot of extra ammo. I would do that rather than waste the amulet slot. Obviously, not everything's gonna have infinite ammo. But with 100% ammo reserves, this could be pretty close. Mod builds. Alright, while I try to think of something, I'm actually just going to run Spear Lock back. Let me do some more boss rush and just see if I can't coat my way to victory. Maybe I'll invest in more bulk. Maybe that's the play. Maybe rather than get, you know, 15% all damage. Oh, actually, melee damage would have been the way to go. Demolition coil is really great. I might do something with that later. Was there anything? Haymakers, full haymakers, full Letos, damage reduction. Yeah, that's not really much better here. Yeah, exactly. Like the melee mod thing is so awesome for Ring of Spears. I love it. It's like the best niche thing ever. That's why I like having like Wrathbringer and Overdrive on for more melee crit and melee damage, but it works for Ring of Spears. I love being able to stack 2 different attributes. Yeah, cast speed, mod power gen, mod crit chance. Okay. My only issue with Spear Lock is that damn lock animation, but maybe I should just go bulk. What's my DR right now? 58. What if I go full Letos? Because why wouldn't you just go full Letos these days? 64. And then you go Bright Stone Ring. Or Dull Stone Ring, what I guess. So you have medium, and you're running 64% DR. Or we sit on heavy anyways, because we're not going to be moving that much. Does Vampire Blades leech off of Spearlock, Ring of Spears? And then how are you getting bleed on? This is giving me a lot of crit damage. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, you can't leech. You just get... So, let's see here. So, 30% damage from that. Oops. So, 2, 3, 2, 2s. Yeah, stronger, so I get crits for 39, 38 here. For consistency's sake, 35. Honestly, I think it's fine either way. I do have self-bleed. I have Atonement Fold on. Oh, you know what else I could do? So, mod crit works, crit damage works, mod damage works, mod power. I wonder if I could do a new prism and do like a melee damage prism. Well, does Ring of Spears get melee crit? I don't think so, right? Yeah, typically I just pound some light extract. I need to be tanky enough to start absorbing hits if I, you know, just accidentally get fucked from Spear Lock. So something tank. It's hard to test melee crit on Ring of Spears. Because you only get like 15% out of it, so yeah. Is status damage worth having on a mod prism? I mean, if your mods are going to use status, like if you're going to have a Aphelion or Starshot or something like that, yeah, why not? I really like Ring of Spears. I do want this to work. Stagger resistance on Juggernaut is good to keep you up, but you need more bulk. And I guess I'm at 64% DR. Maybe do Bulwark stack? I mean, you can run Heavy Metal Band for 3. It's Bulwark. So 71% DR is pretty good compared to what I had, like 64, so that's 7% more damage. Yeah, 64. 7% DR compared to like Lithic Signet, which is 7%, but really you're getting 7% of your total, so it's only like 3. So maybe take off Braided Thorns minus the crit and just go more damage reduction leech and see how that tanks. Maybe that's a better way to do this. Status damage versus crit damage. Crit damage is only going to be worth it if you have more than like 50 or 60% crit. Oh, you're using Momentum Driver for stamina reduction? Alright. Do you think Boss Rush has made Challenger better as a Prime perk? Not directly, no. I don't think it's a good Prime perk at all. Because if you're dying, you're still dying. Yeah, it could save you from your little accidents, but you still died, man. Like, the way I describe it is like, so if you have like the cheat death items like the Thayan Fruit, you know, Black Cat Band, Handler, Challenger, Prime, whatever, and you go and do a run and then you die, but you still finish it. There's no extra anything for finishing a run. If you post it online, nobody's gonna care because you still died, and you don't get anything in game for finishing the run. Besides, I guess some XP, which, I mean, if you're really worrying about dying, just play on a lower difficulty. It's not that bad. I don't see the need for the cheat death stuff. Is the limited Genesis speed bugged? Speed, how so? Are you talking about the charge speed? Because there is an 80% charge cap now. What was I doing? Oh, dried clay ring, perhaps. You do 3, 4 from dried clay, 5 with the bitter thing. So 73% DR. I could give that a go and see how that works. I'm gonna miss losing out on like some crit, and I forget what my last ring was. Oh, Destroyer. I get the damage back. That's fine. But, alright, let's just run through and see how this goes. You can't get any at all? It works. You can get charge speed for it. 80% charge speed reduction on Genesis is absolutely insane. Let's just do a 7. I don't want to go through 19. I'm not going to make it through 19. Actually, I don't know if Lydusa would be an issue for this build. I don't think so. Shielded Strike doesn't work with Ring of Spears, though. Not anymore. I did try that earlier. Oh, also, let me change my controls. All right. Oh shit. Movement speed, explosive damage, orbs on kill. Movement speed's actually really good since we're locked into our animations. I haven't used it on Lydusa since they changed her. I know it worked fine before. Dude, if Riga Spears did shield, I would put that on instantly. Hi, Dune. How's life treating you, sir? Ready for wilds? Oh, I'm just throwing on all my drugs. I wanted to take that hit on purpose, just so I could see what my damage reduction was looking like. Health regen, yes please. I'm actually being really skeptical about wilds, to be honest. Everything I've seen about gunning in wilds looks awful. And I'm not looking forward to it. But I hope it's good. I love to be wrong, I really do. Really? Because I was using it earlier and it didn't do anything. Why can't I see shielded strikes? Oh. I swear to God it wasn't working before and I tried it. Okay, you know what? I might build this differently, actually. Let me Suey Louie. Yeah, you lose a lot of damage from having shielded strikes, but I think this might be a better way to go for it for a boss rush. I don't like it visually, Dune. Wilds visually just doesn't appeal to me. And I have no faith in Capcom to release a big game like that on PC. Just judging by how Rise turned out on PC and how Dragon's Dogma turned out on PC. No, so here's the thing, Modern Hero. Like, I know it's going to be fun. It's Monster Hunter. I'm going to love it. It's going to be great. But I'm not going to want to make content or speedrun it because I know I'm just going to get annoyed with every little thing. Why do you think gunning looks bad in World? So, we've got a lot of info on gunning. We don't have crafting emos or crafting stuff for a lot of emos. Like, it's been like reduced significantly. Like slice emo, you get 12 crafting materials. I think stickies, you only get like 9, but you can't craft sticky 2s, sticky 3s. So you really just don't have it as many stickies anymore. Elemental emo also got our crafting costs or crafting amounts reduced in half. They also are affected by critical distance now. I have a feeling that all the raw emos, now that they are infinite, their motion values and stuff are going to be terrible to compensate for the fact that they're infinite. Heavy bowgun also just didn't have anything good from its kit, so there's nothing about it that is like, oh, this is great for gunning. On top of how Rise keyboard controls came out, I'm not looking forward to it. I'm just not. All right. Okay, so shielded strikes. So if we have shields, let me look up on the toolkit. Let's see here. What can we abuse with shields? Cessation Bobble's never going to get full capacity, so we can't use that. Short Circuit's not terrible. That might be something worthwhile. I don't know. There's actually not a whole lot of stuff like maybe Custodian's Bastion. You get a lot of extra armor. And rerouting cable. Okay, I don't know who you're talking to, Modern War Hero, but no hardcore Monster Hunter fan is going to tell you Rise is better than World. Yeah, like World is so. There's a okay. Look, here's factual proof that World is better than Rise. Capcom is only advertising Wilds on Monster Hunter World, not Rise. Sure, it might be a Nintendo thing, but Capcom is always talking about returning to World. They're doing every other promotion through Monster Hunter World. They are neglecting Rise entirely. Okay, it's funny. Even Capcom knows it. All right, so it doesn't seem like there's really much I can actually abuse with the shield, because I do need to keep Gesture Spell on for the extra cast speed. So I guess we're just going to stick with this, and yeah, well, I mean, God, I'm losing that damage does suck. It does suck a lot. Whatever. Let me see if I need the actual mod generation, though. So we have 40 mod per second, and this is over 36 seconds, 1125. If I can take off that 10% mod regen and still be okay to sustain this without leaking gemstone, then I will put on melee damage for my fragment, I guess. Won't take price. Look, if you like Rise, that's fine. I just think a lot of people would agree that World is better. Rise is like, if you like Frontier, you're gonna like Rise. It's a different, okay, cool, it still works. It's a different play style, and it's a different game for sure. I just don't like it. I don't. Oh, I could just do mob damage too. Doesn't really matter. All right. How much are we hitting these things for? I did lose a little bit of damage. Chakra. I do need chakra. Fortify. I don't need growth, or I don't need potency necessarily. Regrowth is there to help me sustain my atonement fold. Whatever. I'm gonna run with this real quick. We'll save it and we'll see how this tanks. Just because I know I'm gonna get hit. The skill lock is really bad for this, and so I'm gonna take hits on Apocalypse, and I don't want to do that, but we'll see how this works out. I could do that, Arthur. I don't have that legendary fragment, unfortunately, so not quite. But also, having that only work while I have shields active, I think might be an issue. I don't know. Oh, that's why it wasn't working. Okay, so I know why Shielded Strikes didn't look like it was working. I was considering on the shield throw, or not shield throw, the spear throw. It works on the spear AoE hit, not the spear throw. That's why. Why amplitude? So the pullback is an explosion. So when you throw a spear and they come back, that's an explosion, and then that gets increased by amplitude. So depending on how far away from the boss you are, you can get double hits on the spears coming back and the explosion coming out on you, so it ramps up your DPS pretty hard. Doggos are being crazy. Short, yeah, I was trying to do that too, Nick. Short Circuit and Sapphire Dreamstone seemed cool. I wanted to try and do it with Sidewinder, but it wasn't really working out. Alright. That was some boss. Health regeneration is good. That's weird, because the spear throws weren't giving me shielded strikes. No, you're right. The reason why I run Amplitude is literally just for boss DPS. Enemies up close, that's why I have Nebula on, so hopefully Nebula kills them. Because, yeah, having the Ring of Spears be super far out is kind of awkward.
Never seen anything like this before.
No, I think for the most part, if you're going to make a build, you might as well use everything at your disposal. There's no reason to not right now. You can't really say, oh, I'm not going to make a build just because you might not have the right fragment. Because, I mean, it's RNG at that point. Like, I don't know. A lot of things are also only working because of legendary fragments. See, like, if I pull stuff back, or let's see how close I have to be. Okay, so like that killed from there. Oops. Because I had Amplitude on. Yeah, so the next patch is going to let you re-roll your legendary prisms, which is going to make things so much easier. So I wouldn't worry about it too much right now. Anytime anyone complains about like anything, like the Gunfire devs are there to listen, and they will fix stuff. Oh, that was close. I almost fucking fell off. Nice slide. Weak spot damage is cool. Still take weak spot damage. No, the damage isn't bad. It's just, it's hard to dodge and move with this setup. It's fine. It does about, you know, if you're hitting weak spots, about 7k DPS, which is excellent, but obviously you're not going to get that perfectly. But the damage is fine. I like it because it's different. You can scale your mods with melee stuff, and it plays by casting the mod rather than casting weapon stuff. So I just like it. Yeah, but okay, QWERTY, if people are going to be casuals and not min-max, then why are they looking for min-max builds? It's like it's not for you. The point is to have something to aspire to or try and get a goal to achieve. I go with Vigor. Oh, thank you, Xfire. Yeah, sorry, I'm kind of a dick online, so don't take anything I say with a grain of salt if I said something mad or angry or whatever. What am I doing? Ellipsis Flora. That should be fun. I love Frenzy Dust too. Frenzy Dust, Alchemist in general is one of my favorite builds. Anything with Alchemist is just excellent. Oh my god, trying to reach this thing with a non-hit scan weapon sucks. Come on, stagger. Dude, I can't hit this thing at all. Yeah, this spear lock is really bad for this. Yeah, that was really bad. It was awful. ER, probably not worth picking up. Yeah, Ellipsis is pretty tanky. If you're doing like a weak spot build though, I mean, it goes down pretty quick. But kind of like Annihilation. Like, Annihilation is not that bad if you have like weak spot abuse, but if not, then you're kind of like whatever. It's gonna take a little bit longer. Sure, DR. I think going for the extra bulk was actually probably a better idea for this, because you're not going to be able to dodge stuff very well anyway. So I think sacrificing some of the damage for the shielded strikes is probably a good call. Yeah, no, it's more like it's spear lock because you get locked into the spear throw animation. So when you throw spears, that is the difference between throw and when you can dodge. So you can't time stuff very well when you're playing this build, and so you're just gonna get hit all the time. There's a huge delay between when you like throw a spear and when you get control of your character again. So it's for animation lock, really. That worked out pretty good. Health regen, I guess. Me tank. Alright, maybe I will just do this build for the video. I think I'm going to put a disclaimer being like, it's not a build for everybody, but I think it's unique enough and I want to keep making it. I like that we can sustain it without leaking gemstone now. It does help us a lot before we can get this extra damage reduction set up. Oh, I guess also... I don't need a sweet leaf. I hate those containers. Where the hell's the aberration? I can't hit stuff in here. Ooh, I like this boss. That's probably my favorite new boss. It's this twin dude. It's actually what killed me last time, but I got more bulk now, so we'll see what happens. Not that stamina reduction is going to do anything for me. Alright. Take those hits. Oh my god, let me hit. Oh, my spear's gone? I'm intentionally trying to get hit as much as possible, by the way, because I want to see how tanky this thing is. That was pretty bad. Oh, that was pretty bad. Yeah, there's always a couple shitty bosses. Ooh, we're gonna have like Dusa. I love throwing spears for like 4.5k. I wish this wasn't like a mod, so that you could just use it like a spear. Ugh, overload. You're supposed to throw your thing. You didn't throw your thing at all. Okay. Oh, Ravager. All right. Okie dokie. I think I'm gonna wait for my skill to finish, or my spear ring to stop so I can refresh it. Alright. Ooh, hardy train. That's exactly what I wanted. I don't want him to hit me. I just said I didn't want you to hit me. There we go. Yeah, so this is much tankier than it was before. Yeah, unfortunately they didn't make a like a zone that was Root Earth themed, which I feel like they could have just used like the train yard, which would have been awesome. But they didn't make a preemptive zone, whatever, the zone before the bosses, and I feel like they will in an update. Just because I think everyone wants Cancer and Venomin because they're really iconic bosses and I love fighting them. So I hope that they do. But as far as I was aware, that's just because they didn't make a, you know, a pre-zone boss. Hiccups. Is my stream supposed to be 720p? No, it's supposed to be 1440p, but hopefully it's better than that. Spear lock. Oh, data corruption. Oh, I can't cast my mod. That sucked. All right. That was pretty slow too. It did work out a bit better though. The build, I guess, does work. Apocalypse Venom with double damage. Hell yeah. Doesn't matter. A Venom already, you know, eats DR, so just go for it. Is that for the Twitch stream? I don't know. I think Twitch has got a maximum bitrate of 6,000 kilobytes, and because I'm outputting on for 10K, because I'm running 1440p, I don't think Twitch likes that, and so Twitch kind of guts it. But I mean, there's not much I can really do about it, I don't think. It's just my frame rates, and not frame rate, my resolution's just kind of whack. All right, so that was better. Let's go do a bigger boss rush. I probably won't get to the end, but or I could just crash again. Why not? Does anyone else crash when they select boss rush? Sometimes when I'm just moving in and out of boss rush, I just crash. I never crashed before this update or I guess DLC, but now I crash like all the time. Oh no, this isn't the trial I want. I wanted 19. It didn't change. Yeah, I have a 40 series GPU, which I know is just been hot garbage with UE5 lately. I do not recommend it, that is for sure. Oh my god, you're killing me, game. Let me swap. Yeah, I know Mario's having issues. My laptop, which is running a 2070, runs this game better than my fucking desktop does. You're on a 2080? Yeah, exactly. My 2070 laptop is fine. But no, 4070, nah. Crashes left and right. It only seems to happen when I'm entering or exiting boss rush is the thing. Okay. Can we get through it this time? Thank you. Mod, build up, healing effectiveness, supposed to damage. Don't want any of that stuff. Jeez. Yeah, I think going bulk is the good call. As much as I love doing glass cannon builds, obviously with this is probably not a smart idea. How did that hit me? Okay, that one for sure hit me. Skill damage, no. Healing effectiveness, no. Vortex, no. Can I get something else halfway decent? Melee damage, you know, mod damage, health regen, maximum life, anything. That's also one of the reasons why actually I don't play 19 Gauntlet Boss Rush, is because my game tends to crash between zones on Boss Rush, so I usually stick to 7s just because they're quicker. There's a ghost coming. I hear him. Hey, there we go. Max health. Boom. What do you call it? I call this spear lock because you're in a skill lock animation while using these spears, and it really fucking sucks. So I did this like probably 1 or 2 other videos in the previous updates for spear lock, but it still works. But now we're just a lot tankier. So yippee! I might change the prism around though. The prism's still kind of not ideal. That was pretty quick though. Not too bad. Health regen. Yeah, why not? What mod should you using for coach gun? If you're playing more of a just like a standard ranged build, then I would say overflow, because coach gun does like do a lot better with increased fire rate. Plus it reloads a lot. So overflow is probably better than running corrosive rounds. In fact, it mostly is, yeah. If you're not doing like a mod build, then definitely overflow. Yeah, it's because like right now the prism, this was just set up for general mod stuff. So I don't think I need the mod damage and mod power regen, as well as mod and skill duration. I don't think that's doing much for me. So if I went with like Hulk and tank here, I think that would help a lot with the damage reduction by only sacrificing a little bit of life. And then maybe if I went that over there, I can get rid of the bulwark stacks and get, you know, better rings. Wow. I love that explosion though. Health, alright. Sorry. Come on guys, where's everybody at? It's because I'm an asshole, Nay. I mean, I get it. People don't like being wrong, and people don't like telling them that they're wrong, so I understand. But what I say and do is typically out of me trying to teach people how to be better or do better or know better. That or someone posted a build with a bug, in which case I hate you. Oh, he's dead. I hate when people think like their builds are super good and they're using like 4 exploits. I'm like, you know what you're doing, come on. Ow. Hey, Talrafa. Alright, hopefully it's metaphysical. I like that one a lot more. So DR, I'll wait for my mod to turn off. Alright. Yay, metaphysical. I'm just gonna try and tank as many of these hits as I can, just to see kind of where we're falling off. Alright. Pretty bulky. Pretty bulky. Crit hit damage. Yeah, that's a good one. Does this need legendary prism to work? No, I'm just using Jack of all trades for this thing. This build hasn't really changed since the last DLC. The only thing that changed is now we can get bulkier because we have, you know, all this extra stuff on here on the prisms. So it kind of frees up space here, and we also don't have to run like leaking gemstones, so we can get bulwark. But yeah, I'm just running Jack of all trades. I can't really figure out what would be a better fragment to run. I don't know. There's got to be something that's better, I'm sure. I don't know what though. No, I've got normal for. I usually get the normal instead of metaphysical, so I would say you are lucky or unlucky. I prefer metaphysical over the regular because I don't like being rolled over on. Just getting one tapped. Ow. Hate detonator, man. Double haste on legendary effect. You know what? Haste might not be a bad idea. I do use haste. 20% haste, and then you could slap on the siphon filter. And then I don't know. Haste might not be a bad option. I have a lot of cast speed already, but I mean, more cast speed's more cast speed, right? Trader might be worthwhile too. Infinite stamina might be really good too. I don't really use stamina a whole lot on this build, but I could see it being useful, yeah. explosion damage, healing effectiveness. I don't want any of that. I guess if you want to use the stamina regen one and then do things that consume stamina, that would be a way to go. But I mean, what would I do with that? Because again, I'm just pretty much standing here casting. Immovable might be a good one to pick up too, just for always having stagger resistance, so I could just sit here and, you know, tank my way through victory. That might be a good idea. Haste is sounding pretty good too, though. Ugh, I hate overload. Oh, how'd I miss that? What rings would we run with that, though? Don't know. I'm not saying it's a bad option. I'm just not... I haven't thought about what I would use for the stamina stuff. That's the other thing I don't like about the spear lock builds, is that after a while your spears start going all over the place, so they become really consistent on like the latter half of the mod. They're just not landing. I'm not a fan of shields either, to be honest. I really ain't. What I wanted Warden's Prime to be was that it would take shields and then consume shields on melee or ranged or whatever, but they would add shock and overload damage to your stuff. So like, it's all about bringing shields up and then turning that into like electrical energy for stuff. I think that would have been really fun. Oh, cool. Hexer, everyone's favorite. Alright, let's not die to this ledge. I don't like going over this ledge, but let's not die to the ledge. Alright. Max movement speed. Max movement speed might not be a bad one for this build too. Just because I could still walk while casting, so I might be able to get away from stuff easier. Oh, cool. Regenerator. DR, crit damage, movement speed. Let's go movement speed. I'll be by 5. Why not? Yeah, sprint while casting. Yeah, I think with max movement speed, sprint while casting would probably be good. And then maybe fix stamina. Because, yeah, you get a lot of movement speed. Maybe that might be something. Rather than just get 45% damage, which, I mean, is cool, but it's not anything amazing. Go either max movement speed or max stamina. Let's regen, why not? Yeah, it's at that point, it's where you don't care about the weak spot hits and you're just getting damage out. Just run and shoot. That was really bad damage. I did my spears all bad. It was already an active spear, so it was already like really outside of range. Why are these not hitting him? Jesus. This is the worst Shroud fight I've ever seen. Oh god, he got 2 phases then? Okay, the build sucks. That was so bad. Laughably bad. That's the thing I don't like about Spear Lock. Like, I get the whole, like, oh, I'm stuck in skill animation, whatever. It's the fact that the more you use it, the more, like, janky the spears, like, are. So they start shooting from all sorts of random different angles, and it's just, it's really inconsistent. I wonder if working with lower duration is better. Where's my aberration? There we are. Everyone's favorite. Plague Beer Ground Vortex is kind of nasty. Legion, please don't be Regenerator Hardy or something silly like that. I would be grateful. Drain, also not something I like to see. Oh, I rolled up way too early on that. Alright. That wasn't too bad. I like Legion. Legion's one of those fights that have ads where I'm like, you know what? You're alright. You're fine, you're fine. Just a couple. I like the little like shockwave that happens occasionally. I like having like duck and dodge through cover. I think Legion's a good fight. It just sucks when it's like one of your first fights and it's like hardy regenerator and you just can't fucking damage the thing and you have no ammo. Like early game, fresh character, it's rough. Sure. Crit damage. Yeah, I'm liking Spearlock a lot more that we put shielded strikes on it. Oh, cool, Ledusa. What's the armpit fart gameplay? It is spear spam. Super jank, but mildly effective. Thick skin's not good for this build, that's for sure. Cool spear part. Everyone's favorite part, or rock wall. Dude, this part sucks. Oh, I'll let run out of spears. It's so boring. Yeah, they really fucked it up when they changed it. Like, every time you break a face, it should eat a certain percent of her HP, so you just guarantee to go down after, like, you know, 10, 15 breaks or something. Kayula. I still think Way of Kayula is probably the best skill in the game. It's way too good. This is gonna be a jank fight because I don't have my skills and my ring is already coming down. But whatever. Oh really? That even with whatever on, right? Oh, she's got no life. Silly. I'm really glad we changed this around. I did this, if you weren't here earlier, I did like start the stream doing Anguish, and then we swapped over to this, and I really hated how this was working, but it was more of a glass cannon-y approach, and then we moved it around to shielded strikes, thanks to Lex for pointing that out that it still worked, because whenever I was in the target dummy, it wouldn't work, but it still does, and I like shielded strikes, so... little extra safety net is really helpful. I've never played Warframe, so I unfortunately don't understand that reference. I apologize. I can't see Gwendol in there. I'm not hitting her with my spears. Oh my god, my spears are not hitting her at all. Come on. Fuck it, I'll just go up close. This is why I have amplitude. Amplitude is literally for shit like this. When I can't reach the boss, I can still AoE it through the walls. Alright. Silly. Silly. I tried playing Warframe like one time for like 20 minutes, and then I got overwhelmed way too fast. I had no idea what the fuck was going on or how to do anything. And I don't like getting into games like Warframe or MMOs and stuff that have been out for so long, because the games feel solved already. Come on, spears. Yeah, I don't like Gwendol at all. It reminds me too much of like Remnant 1 boss fights where it's just an elite as a boss with ads. And so it's just really annoying because it doesn't do anything. Because there's a lot of elite enemies that are bosses in this, but a lot of them have like their own unique movesets and like they behave really differently. But Gwendol doesn't. It literally just throws bombs at you and that's it. That's the whole fight. Alright. Back on Ellipsis Tora. Hopefully we can face tank this again because this build cannot dodge him at all. Oh, he's drained? That's not going to help me at all. Drain on this fight is no good. Yeah, I'm going to get fucked because of drain. Oh my god, skills. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Even with drain. I want Venom in too. Venom's awesome. Venom's one of the few bosses I actually fear. Who did that? Let's go. All right, almost done. I'll probably fail this again, like I did the Anguish, because I was just really bad on Shahala. Ugh, Shahala. I'm also gonna wait for my skill to finish, or I keep saying skill, for my Ring of Spears mod to finish, so that I may refresh that for this boss fight. Oh god. Those hurt a lot more than I thought they were going to. It's crazy how good damage reduction is in this game. Really is.
What's that smell?
Just slap on strong back or 2 traits and Letos, and you're almost at max damage cap. Oops, hit myself with the barrel. Oh, does that mean I gotta do Bloat King? Oh shit. That almost actually killed me. Why can't I use my mod? Oh, wait. Why is my mod not working? What? What happened? I couldn't do anything. Did I accidentally switch weapons or something? I wasn't paying attention, I guess. My mod wasn't clicking. Alright. I got pretty far. I could have completed that for sure. I don't know what the hell happened there at the end. It was like my mod didn't cool down somehow, and then also it wasn't turning back on. Opportunist would work if you have Artful Dodger, but then at that point you're gonna have to literally dodge like on every single time you can. You're not gonna be able to throw your spear. It does happen next. That's silly. Alright, well, alright. I got enough clips though. I'm gonna go ahead and work on the video for Anguish and Spearlock. And then tomorrow I'll probably, if I can, I'll probably stream doing dots. I have 2 different dot builds that I want to do. I'll give you a little taste of what I call forbidden dots. That was there. So this is forbidden dots. Oops. Oh, because I have my stupid controls swapped. I was like, why didn't that work? Melee, shoot, mod. Alright. I changed my controls too much. Alright. Reset. Looks pretty good to me. Anyway, that's forbidden dots, but I'll do that tomorrow. Anyhoozles, I'm gonna get out of here. So I guess thanks everyone for hanging around. I know I don't stream on a schedule or stream often at all. I can stream when I can stream. I'm just really busy with life. I just bought a house this year. Planning my wedding. I'm just busy at work, so I just got a lot going on the weekends and such. So I wish I could, you know, stream more, do more content, but you know, I do it as I can. So anyway, thanks for hanging around. I appreciate it. I'll try to get on tomorrow. No promises, but I'll try. But yeah, peace. Good luck out there. Bye. Have fun. See ya.